down to Donkey Park. Big, huge.
A lot of times I say no, you go ahead and do it anyway. And I'm still doing it.
But it's a break for right now. Mm-hmm.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you guys had a nice weekend. I want to make some announcements with you first before we continue on with the notes. So, first of all, don't forget that Friday is your test on the Age of Exploration. Okay. Start preparing for your test now. Review notes, review vocab. Okay. This is it. Okay. This is the last full week of the marking period. Okay. Um, so the schedule this week, we're gonna have the test Friday, obviously. On Thursday, we will do a review. We're probably gonna do it Family Feud style, where I just ask questions and you volunteer to answer, rather than a Jeopardy style this time around. On Wednesday, we're slated to have an early dismissal, so I will not see you for class on Wednesday. However, there will be a study guide for the task that I will post for you either tomorrow or Wednesday that you can work on whenever you have time. So, with that being said, I'm not sure whether you guys are aware of this or not, but they're calling for a snowstorm to start overnight tonight into tomorrow. So, last time it snowed, Mr. Alplinger let us have an asynchronous day where you guys can just do your work at your leisure. So if that happens for tomorrow, then I will probably post the study guide for you tomorrow to work on, and then the remaining 2 slides of notes you'll just get on your own. I'll post them and you can just take them at your own. Like I said, there's going to be 2 slides left over when we end class today. So that's it. That's the schedule for the week. Does anybody have any questions on any of that stuff? Okay. So Friday we start talking about the Columbian Exchange, right? That's what's on your screen, which is simply the exchange of goods between the old world and the new world, right? The East and the West. And these are some examples of products, right, that were traded between the different areas. And a lot of those you wrote down in your notes on Friday so that you would have some different examples there. So I'm not going to make you write them again because you should already have them. So today I want to talk about the impact of the Columbian Exchange, right? What kind of economic or business impact is that going to have, right? When you guys did your colony projects, right, you had to decide about your economic system, right? How are you going to make money in your colonies? So that's what we're going to be talking about today in class, all right? So this direct link between the old and new world caused Europe to have great economic growth and change. Prices began to rise in Europe due to the huge amount of silver and gold coming in from the Americas. Okay, we refer to this rise in prices as inflation. Okay, that means that the purchasing power of your money goes down. And after this slide, we're going to see a video clip that shows you, goes over the definition of inflation, okay? Hopefully it'll be a little bit easier for you guys to understand. So because of this, we have something called the price revolution, all right, which leads to the growth of capitalism. We referred to capitalism on Friday in class as the free enterprise system, okay? So while you guys are taking notes here, let me just talk briefly about the differences between capitalism and socialism, right? So in capitalism, okay, that's what we have here in the United States, okay? If you want to open a business and sell a product, you are free to do so in accordance with the state and federal regulations, okay? So if Hunter, if you want to open a business selling comic books, all right, you are free to do that, okay? When you guys go in a capitalistic society like we have here, you go to work, you come home at the end of the week with your paycheck, and you might bring home 70% of the money that you earned, right? After taxes and retirement and healthcare comes out, right? You have 70% of your money left to spend on whatever you need to buy, okay? Well, in a socialist society, like maybe you've heard about, or like our neighbor Canada to the north, okay, the government takes out even more taxes than that, and you might bring home 30 or 40% of your check, but in return for them taking more money, they are providing you with even more services. So it's kind of a trade-off, okay? There's pros and cons to each. But what we're talking about right now during this colonial period, right, in the 17 and early 1800s, is the rise of capitalism. People were seeking to open their own business and become profitable, right? We talked about, say, Christopher Columbus, for an example, right? He was in search of gold. A lot of these explorers, right, were after some kind of riches, spices, or gold or silver or something that they were going to be able to sell and make money off of. So I will give you folks a few more minutes to finish this slide, about till 12:20, 3 more minutes, and then we'll go to the video clip. If you would, raise your hand when you're finished.